My dancers were going too fast.
Just reboot your computer and come back.
I mean,
That's the easiest way to fix it.
yeah, it's totally panics dancers just crash the stream.
Yep, I cranked them up too fast and
rewind them so they fix the stream.
Oh no. Okay.
Closer, do they have any of the dancers doing the swing where you they swing the girls up high? I
don't know. Oh, there's a flapper.
It's flapper.
Okay, everything on the stream is
Doing the
working
Charleston
now.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems to be okay
I
now.
haven't seen them swing anybody yet.
I have no idea what happened. Like everything just went down.
She's getting down.
It's like everything had to update.
Yeah, like everything
but-
was like, I have to update now.
It happened. It's over.
Oh, it's
done.
my
it's
turn.
doing
I'm
it.
It's Missy's
complaining.
turn for like half an hour.
Oh
They're
my
smoking.
god!
They are.
Try
Didn't
to
wanna
do
say
stuff and
nothing.
talk, and then apparently I picked up the mic and they could still hear me, so I just killed everybody.
You did. I was like, oh no. I felt so bad.
Kozuma and Wim and Dre were like, "Oh my god, you're so loud." It's the Ryan curse. It is.
I was watching. Is it Tim Real? Did
Yeah.
I say that right? Last night, and I was at the hotel, and then I was trying to get my phone connected to the internet, to the Wi-Fi, and so I had him up on my laptop, and they were playing. Of course, they were playing Codenames, and then suddenly someone hit the assassin, and someone yelled out something like "oh" or something. Just everything. It was kind of quiet, and then bam, it scared me.
Got loud.
And one person playing got startled too.
Oh wow. That's what
It was funny.
That's where I'm gonna be with Derek on Monday. Is
Yeah,
on that
I know.
stream.
I can't-
So
I can't
I'm
wait.
excited.
It's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah. What
Bye,
time
Kitty
again?
Timey.
You
Oh,
know,
it's going down now.
Going down.
I want to say
Down,
it's 8
down,
p.m.
down. It's going down.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was about that.
I'm gonna go get me
time.
some whiskey so I can really hit those low notes.
Do you have any kitties near you?
I do not. They're all
No?
Are we
Mama
streaming?
Bear. She has
Yeah, we're on.
food.
Okay, because my
Oh.
phone is still saying it's messed up.
The
That's
phone
on.
app has
Yeah.
troubles
It could
with
just be
streams
me.
going down.
I didn't.
Yeah,
mean
Yeah,
to.
the thing
That
is,
was good.
our internet didn't go down. Our internet was still fine. It's just everything else.
Hey, Mighty Mix, how are you?
Mighty Migs. Hello. That's a great screen name right there, Mighty Migs.
All right, you gotta pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
hold on.
Pause what?
Okay, Misty will take her turn in like 27 years again.
Is she next? No.
No, she's not. She's not next.
That's right. I'm doing mine real fast.
Should we try to
Come on.
see if
Oh.
we can finish a game of Terraforming Mars before she gets back?
Gaia Project's on here.
I'd be willing to take that bet.
I swear, I
Um,
watched some guys on a YouTube channel playing Terraforming Mars because we've always played Terraforming Mars, and the biggest complaint we have is it takes like 6 hours. Was people get huge tableaus and they have like 30, 40 actions every turn near the end.
What do I want here? Fourth
And
graders.
We're back.
They were
They were on the way.
well, I was watching this YouTube channel. These guys,
Of course it's my
four
turn
guys
again.
playing Terraforming Mars,
Always
and they
my
finished
turn.
the game
Where's my
in
headset?
like 45 minutes.
Jeez.
They got all the tracks all the way to the top, and they only had tableaus of like 8, 9 cards. So I was like, we're playing this wrong.
Still have not played that game.
I really like Terraforming Mars. I'm just really bad at it.
It's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I
I
have
really
it on
want to learn
Steam,
it.
so I
I
like.
got
I like.
Underwater Cities, and I just like it. Just I
I have
understand
the
it a
app.
lot
I just
better.
don't know how to play.
I like Terraforming Mars.
The 3D version they had on Kickstarter looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it looks on the Steam app, but like every time I see it, someone playing it on the table, I'm like, man, it looks so ugly.
No, it's not.
I don't know. It's just something about it. I don't know if they've changed it up a little bit.
But when you start Terraforming Mars, it is pretty bland because there's just nothing.
Yeah.
On
Once
the
you start
board.
putting stuff out, it's
But
different.
once you start by start, I have the full 3D version of Western Legends, and yes, it looks fabulous. But man, it takes like an hour and a half to set up.
I really want to play Western Legends. I've heard so much good stuff about that game.
What do you have that's 3D
I have
out there?
two.
Usually take.
I have
Sorry,
all the
I'll just-
buildings. I
Ooh.
have the because I have everything for it. If they put something out for it, I have everything.
I didn't even know they had buildings.
Except for the
I didn't
playmat
either.
because it's not compatible with the expansion. Yeah, they have 3D resin buildings for all the buildings on the map. They have
What? How did I miss it?
Instead of tokens, I have poker chips that have printed on them everything that used to be on tokens.
I got
Cody.
those.
Oh, that's cool.
I really like Western Legends. That's such a
Western
fun
Legends is a great game.
sandbox game.
I'll have to get it sometime.
Where did
There you
you
go, Phantom.
find those 3D buildings? Was that on Kickstarter?
No,
Oh, they sell them?
yeah, it was. I guess it wasn't a Kickstarter, but they sold them again when they did the Kickstarter for Blood Money, the last expansion.
Oh, I didn't get in on that
It
one.
was probably on a Kickstarter from before that. I bought all my stuff piecemeal before the last Kickstarter for the latest expansion.
Blood Money's the only one I don't have. I'll probably buy that retail.
And yeah, it's quite a bit of
Yeah, there's
gameplay.
plenty of. Yeah, there's lots in there for sure.
Yeah,
Base box.
Yeah. The base game has a lot of gameplay in it.
Yeah.
So any of the expansions doubles.
Isn't Western Legends on here now, Time Ruler?
No, that's Great Western Trail.
Okay, I was like, there's some sort of Western game, but I couldn't
Great
think
Western
of
Trail is also a great game, but Western Legends is an open sandbox where you run around with
Okay.
your little cowboy doing stuff, where Great Western Trail is a hand management card collecting game.
Okay.
That's another
Where
one
you
I'd
put
like to
down
play. Great
buildings.
Western.
I have no interest in that one. Dealing with cows.
What's wrong
I like
with
the whole
cows?
theme.
You're running cows north
Yeah.
to the Great Market.
Cows are great because they have milk for your cereal.
Oh, yay.
Exactly.
Western
Why do
Legends-
now you get the milk for free.
Western Legends is more fun because you get to be an outlaw or a famous cowboy.
That's
Ooh.
pretty neat.
You can rob the bank, and when the sheriff comes, you just shoot him.
Yeah.
And then you become
My
the sheriff.
town, Wood Heights, was named for Wood, who was one of in Jesse James' gang. And the church up the hill from us, from our neighborhood, was founded by his dad.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's cool.
I need to go to one of their services sometime, just because I don't know.
So you did?
Yeah.
I like the history of it. It's to me, if I go in a building that somebody went in a long time ago, historic like that, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just fun for me. It's really neat. Or if I in college for my history major, I got to read some articles from my paper was on women over the Overland Trail, and so I got to hold some of the diaries, and I'm thinking, wow, this was on a wagon, in a wagon train.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
it was
cool.
just, to me, I love stuff like that.
One of
My
my
kids don't
favorite
get it.
places in Virginia was Natural Bridge, and we went basically a month before we moved, and I'm glad we went one last time because my great-great-grandfather built some of the stuff that was there, like on the trails. So,
Oh, that's so neat.
but I remember going there like since I was little, and I've taken all the boys. So
Hmm.
Yeah, I kind of miss all of that stuff, like all the nature stuff from over there.
there's tons of nature stuff here. We just never have gone.
I know, but like I was
Wait, what
just so
happened to my
used
thing?
to I was just so used to Dowsett State Park, which was amazing.
Yeah.
It had a man-made waterfall. It had like these just winding trails.
I'm sure there's stuff like
We
that
saw
here.
a baby bear there.
I have
in a
videos
tree.
and pictures of that.
Oh,
That sounds really awesome.
Yeah.
it does.
There was a secluded fishing spot, which
Where
was
is-
really awesome.
Let's see if I can find
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
We never got.
Sounds like a lot of walking.
Yeah,
there
sounds
is.
like not a lot of gameplay, right?
I think there's a board game where you can do all that
Ooh.
stuff.
What year
Oh,
did we
God.
go and do that? Was that 2001 or 2011?
I don't remember.
I don't remember when we saw the bear for some reason.
Yeah, I don't remember when we saw it.
I want to
oh, I
say
played the
it
game.
was 2000.
So I missed it because Virginia was pretty much like a nature lover's just paradise. You had a whole bunch of stuff there that you can go do as far as nature goes.
Oh, that was not.
We even had a hiking trail near the house that we never went to, mainly because the hunters are sort of active out there. And
Okay, you can't strictly say that. You also used to be like 400 pounds, and we never left the house. It wasn't just because of everything else.
Oh, the
Look
truth
at her,
comes out.
There it is.
she's shaming me.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not.
I
But we
think it's
used
the reverse shaming.
we used
Yeah, that definitely
to
sounds
not
like
go
some
and do
reverse shaming
things
there.
because
She's
you would work all
unshaming.
day and you were
She's
tired.
bringing the truth.
You
Truth.
couldn't do things.
Mm.
Oh man, I don't know where that baby bear picture is. It might have not been that year. I have too many photos on my phone. That's my issue.
Oh my goodness, me too. And I'm
Oh
about to
my
switch phones. I've been moving
Jeez,
them
that
over.
was
Oh.
lucky.
And I have like photos in different albums, so I have like everything from 2021 in one album.
Oh, so you have to go through the entire year. To find
Yeah. I'm like, I think I know when we did it.
Sounds like.
I'm like, what color was my hair? Because that might help.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Then you can at least flip through and find that hair color.
Yeah. But it's not helping currently. No, it wasn't 2021. It had to be the year before.
That would be so neat to see a baby bear in the
He
wild.
was so cute.
Yeah, but it's also scary.
It was also
because-
terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you
Imagine.
hear or see a mama?
That was the terrifying part.
That was- yeah.
No mama, but I knew
She
it was
was there.
around.
She was there.
Yeah, you know she's nearby.
She
Yeah.
was there. The
Ugh.
thing was, is though, we were on one of those bridges that sort of zigzagged up a hill. Okay,
Yeah.
and this tree was right next to the walkway.
Mm-hmm.
So this bear could have easily come up the hill and
And
jumped
ate us.
onto the walkway and just taken us out completely.
Oh,
We would have had no
And not
chance.
taking us out for dinner, but
No,
eating us.
yeah, we would have.
No, it's not.
You
it's not
love
Yogi
dinner.
Bear.
No, he
We
did
would've
not
had
have a
Yogi Bear
picnic
come along with a
basket.
picnic basket.
No.
Picnic basket.
Picnic basket.
Hey,
Oh, there he
I
is.
got this picnic basket here.
Hey.
It's full of yummy food. Hey, hey.
It's full of severed human limbs.
I found him.
I think
Ollie.
the scariest part of that moment was that when the bear started squealing, I was like, okay, we gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
crying.
We
It was
gotta
so
go
cute.
like right now.
I'm gonna post them now in Discord
Oh, good.
because I finally found them.
You found him.
Yeah.
I would take my turn and then I'll let.
I'm getting ready. Because I have one of him like standing on the limb, and then I have one of him like cuddled up like a little Kennedy doll. He's so cute. I was like, this is how I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's a bear. It's adorable. And it eats my face.
Um,
Nom 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 nom. Yummy.
If I died from a baby bear, at least I went out good.
Yeah.
Did you though?
Yeah.
Eek.
There
Bear
are so
food.
many worse ways to
Come
go.
on.
Really? So you're
Although
telling
it
me
would
if
be
you got mauled by
I
a
don't
baby
know.
bear, you would just be laughing and smiling the entire time? Seriously?
Yay.
I think
Oh, he's so cute.
being mauled and eaten by baby bear would take a long time.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Actually, we have some footage
A
of
lot
Misty
of
getting
suffering.
mauled by a baby bear
What?
Really?
Excuse me?
coming up on screen.
Yeah,
What's happening?
Misty pants.
No!
Oh, there it is.
Yep, mauled by a baby bear. Yay!
Yay! Oh, it's a bear!
The meme of the girls in their ripped jeans. I can't remember exactly what it says, but something about going to. They'd been mauled by a bear. I can't remember. It was really funny. Sorry, I started to tell the story and I can't remember.
It's okay.
My mind went blank in the middle of my telling it. But anyway, it's
Oh,
my,
no.
my fibromyalgia makes me do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but if you, it's funny. You could look it up. My daughter was wearing ripped jeans the other day, and in my day, ripped jeans in the '90s were just a little ripped. Nowadays, it's like my daughter went to school and most of her front of her jeans was missing. I'm like, don't go like that.
Oh, I have those
Surrounded by
too.
barbarians.
Sorry, time roll.
Like,
Maple
look,
Ground is
I
like,
gave you a
hey,
point."
Fedamino's not the only one that gets a beat on you.
But hey, look, I threw a coin at you.
If your name has Meeple in it, beat on Time Roller.
Yep, that's exactly how it works, apparently.
Aw.
It's okay, Misty.
I got
oh,
I'll
You turn the lights
I'm fluffy.
really good. Yeah.
What's happening over there?
What?
Panic
How'd
in
you turn out in
now.
space?
He fixed his hyperdrive.
I've since transcended.
still freezing cold.
Yeah, it is chilly here today. It's
Yes.
ridiculous.
And it's like 16 right now.
Okay, it's not that cold. That's too
Ugh.
ridiculous.
No, it's not as
No,
cold.
thank you.
It's not as cold here,
Where
but
do
yeah,
y'all
but
live?
in Oklahoma, we woke
Canada?
up. I could see my breath. I'm like, no,
It's 50 out right now.
It's 47 over here.
really?
But it's cloudy, that's the thing.
Wait, it's
We've
what?
never-
It's like
What did you-
46 here, I think he
40.
said.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still
don't
going
ever
outside
remember it
barefoot
being
to
like
walk
this.
and beyond, but it's cold.
Okay, guys, there's
How
4
in the
cards
world
left in
am I
the
ever
center
going to get what I
stack.
need?
I know. I see that.
But we've never had it this cold, like this time of year, this long. It's just crazy.
Oh. A lot
Not
of
normal
the country
weather.
is.
No.
Dude, all those cards are just science.
Give that
That's what
back.
it was.
I need that one.
You did?
Yeah,
There were like no materials in that whole stack there.
because I ate them all.
You ate all the.
I'm thinking about
Wooden
food
clay.
now.
Well,
Hungry.
speaking of food, like you said we were gonna go out.
Yeah.
So what were you planning on getting?
That Chinese
wanna-
food
Yeah,
place
where
sounded
are we
good.
going for dinner, Misty? Tell
Chinese
us.
stuff.
I want to
Yeah.
go to the cheesesteak place.
Oh. Cheesesteak sounds good.
Yeah.
I had
they
schlock.
Sounds
have
amazing.
they have like these big pretzels with beer cheese.
Now I want to
Yeah,
hear it.
I've been looking for beer
Oh.
cheese everywhere.
Oh, I can't
It
stand
doesn't
beer.
exist.
You can have
What?
it.
You don't like beer cheese, Timey?
Can't stand it.
Tiny.
Oh,
But
it's
I
so
can't stand the
good.
next to beer
Wow.
either, so.
Oh,
I've
okay,
never
that's
had
understandable.
beer.
If you don't
Well,
like
then-
beer, then you're not going to like beer cheese.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
makes
like beer.
sense.
So okay, so it does taste like beer. That's why it's beer cheese.
Yes.
That's that kind of okay. No,
Yeah,
I won't.
it's
I don't
literally
need to
made
try it.
with beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a beer drinker.
No, me neither.
Oh man,
Wine
this
and
card,
spirits, but not.
This card that I had was just the bomb.
The one that allows you extra draws every time you draw a card?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you using it. I ever used around.
When you're beating up poor Time Roller, he saw that you were
I'm so
using it.
sorry. My military was just following orders. You can't blame them.
Gosh,
This is true.
Bam's military is at 12. Jesus.
Wow.
Oh,
I would like to win, please. Nope.
No.
you will not.
No.
What
place did I
I'm
get?
starting to like this game.
Oh my gosh. You're like
What
Brian.
happened to all of you?
I don't like this
Take
game
third.
until I know how to
Take
win
third.
it.
In it to win it.
Oh wow! I got 2 trophies. I got one for winning, and then the other one for the ELO past the 100.
So, Phantom, I had to really think about that before I said it. Karen
Yes.
and I all have 30 points. And then it was Panic with 33. I did so good. Did you hear me?
Wow.
But you were careful though.
I was-
You stopped
Yeah,
yourself.
isn't it amazing that I got 33 points and you know this guy over here
No,
got 30?
no, stop. I'm doing really good.
What?
got 30.
Stop what?
You know what?
We got 33.
Panic. I was like,
I
I,
almost
gotta
got-
think about it because now I'm not looking.
It's yeah.
All right, so who came in third on that one?
Panic.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Did Panic come in? Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yeah. We can't get her today. Darn it.
No,
Sure.
it'll
She's
definitely show up. I'm
No,
sure.
Usually when
she's
she's not thinking.
It'll
She's
happen.
thinking about it so hard. She thought
Yeah.
about it so hard the stream crashed earlier.
I know.
We-
My head
we-
almost exploded.
It will happen.
We-
Guys.
we-
Just hold on.
We came up for a word at on Pen Angel's stream, didn't we?
Yep, we
the-
did.
the-
Yeah.
I still
The
haven't watched that
Mistyisms
VOD
are-
yet.
Yeah.
No, I haven't either. I watched part of it. I had to go.
Mysticisms?
So what was it?
Yeah,
What?
No, I
the
misspelled it. Sorry.
Yes, the Mistyisms is.
Oh my
The
spreading.
gosh.
Mistyisms are spreading.
Yes, that was born yesterday during Panda Angel stream. That's
Aw.
what Time Roller came up with.
I'm named after
Nice.
something of me
Yeah.
being dumb.
Because even when Phantom wasn't on Panda's stream, Panda still.
Yeah, she still messed it up. Seriously, you're contagious, Misty.
I know.
Oh,
Like a
man.
spreading disease.
Yeah, except the disease, she just mixes the two of us up.
I was doing it to everybody the other day, though. It was bad. I called Ryan Time Roller, or
You did.
or Time Roller
You
Ryan. I
did.
don't remember which way
Yeah,
it was.
You called Ryan Time Roller.
Was it?
Yeah, like you read the comment, and you said Time Roller said it, and Ryan was like, "Huh?"
He was like,
What?
the
And I was
fuck
like,
was
what?
he?
That wasn't me.
No, no.
Yeah, and then we were come up with all sorts of like smush names like Time Card.
Yeah.
Time card.
Holy Roller.
The whole roller.
Holy
Yeah.
Roller was a good one.
Good one too. Wow.
Wow.
I have my days.
You know how when the magazines smushed like celebrities' names together that are couples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
what you
Holy
did.
Roller.
That's what you did.
That's what Fanic
You're-
is. We're just the Brangelina of Twitch.
Oh my gosh.
That's all it is.
I love that.
You're the TMZ of
Yeah.
Right.
sword
Oh
gaming.
god.
Except which one of us is the cute one? That's what we have to figure out.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And which one is Misty's favorite?
You can't do that to me.
No,
Phantom did that to
no.
me before on
We
stream.
can't,
I know.
we can't do that to her again. She's gonna choose Phantom, and the problem is she's not gonna know which Phantom she's talking about.
That's exactly
This is true.
right.
Yeah. You won't know who she's talking about.
All right, so I guess we're still not ready to play Stella. Time Roller, you
Yeah,
said
like-
you wanted to teach us a game.
I could. What do you want?
He's like,
You said
yeah,
earlier you wanted to
Um,
teach us something.
Let me see how
I know
many
Phantom's
players...
got to go in a little bit, right?
I got one more game in me.
Why don't we play Llama real quick and then...
Yeah, I got time for a round for Llama. Then I probably got to split.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Misty
The movie
sounds
tonight.
like the worst religion ever.
It's the greatest.
What's that?
Shut up.
It's a religion of coffee sacrifice and name swapping.
Exactly.
And everybody must have dyed hair.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
I like this.
If you want a religion where you never have to remember who is who and what anyone's name is, that's the perfect one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our Misty, who art there on Twitch, hallowed be thy name. Thy coffee come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in the interwebs. Give us this day our daily die, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who mess up our names. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us food. Amen.
Deliver us
I'm
food.
really
That
surprised
needs to be
I came up with that on the spot.
Impressive.
I have my own theme song for my religion now.
Her sacrament's a bucket of feed.
Right? No, her sacrament is a Dunkin' Donut.
There you go.
You just get in line, and she's like, "It is your turn. It is your turn."
People
Are you
go up
starting
to
with Misty
donuts.
or no?
I can. What are we playing again?
I'll do
Llama.
it. I
Llama.
already got
Okay.
Time
I
is
already got it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you walk up to a set. You walk up
I
to
just
accept the
didn't know.
sacrament, the body of Duncan. Amen.
Yeah. Oh man,
You join in Panic?
I did.
He's a-
No, I mean the religion. I'm trying to
Oh,
recruit
no.
people.
I don't join anything.
Yeah, I'm an atheist.
I just don't follow things.
Cosmo says she will be free at past, so in like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone
So
actually
the-
taught me how to play this game recently.
Really?
Because Misty's the one that taught me how to play this game, and then I
No.
actually learned the rules the last time.
Absolutely
Let's see,
not.
so now you actually know how to play.
You
I
can
actually
play the cards and get rid of the cards in your hands and do the numbers.
Play the cards.
The card.
There's more to it than that, though.
No. You play a card, the same card or a card above it. You want to get rid of all the llamas in your hand because they're worth negative points. And any cards in your hand
I mean,
are worth the negative points of just the one card. No, that didn't go so well.
so yeah.
If you have
so-
3 twos,
Let me ask you this,
lose 2
Misty.
points.
If you go out, how many points is taken off your score?
If you go out,
Yeah.
you get to choose.
Nope.
No, I thought if you had the white tokens and the black one, you could choose the black ones.
Why would you choose the white ones if you want the lowest score?
I know, but if you have white and black, you can choose to get rid of the black ones and get rid of the
How much are the
most.
black ones?
10? Was that right?
Was that a guess?
I don't know. You tell us.
You didn't-
I'm pretty sure.
When you
Yes.
taught me this game, you didn't tell me, so I'm not telling you.
Said what?
No, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they're
you-
worth 10.
Are you sure? Are you positive? Would you bet your life on it?
No. I have a religion to
I
take
mean,
care
aren't
of.
the
I can't bet
rules
my
on
life.
here somewhere? Or
What?
aren't the rules on
Yeah,
this
the
website?
rules are just right down
Sure.
there below you.
Yeah, they're on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you can just like scroll down and click how to play, Misty. Come on.
Nope. I don't
Drew,
teach
have you ever
games.
been taught a game by Misty?
Yeah, see? Black
Wait,
tokens
actually,
are negative 10, white
actually,
are
she
fine.
did try to teach me something before. What game was
Does
it?
she,
I don't know. It was
does she
terrible.
set up the game and then go, start?
Yep.
But
No.
the real question is, did you like it after you were taught?
No.
No, I think it was Hanabi.
I did not teach you Hanabi.
Exactly,
I've
that's
played.
the problem.
I've played Hanabi with you and you don't like it.
Soften your razor. Hello and welcome. Sorry, we had one
Oh,
last
hey.
conference call. Cool. It's cool. We're just hanging out,
Playing
playing
game?
Llama, talking about how
Misty
It's a
does not
peanut
teach
gallery.
games.
What was this conference call about?
Conferencing.
it was conference.
Yes, it was conferencey.
They were discussing the next conference call.
That's how those things work. Business, big words.
Whether it should have been an email or not.
That's always the case.
Cosmo says
Oh,
yes. I've
Phantom
been
went out
taught
already,
games by
dang it.
Misty. Yeah, I didn't do it so
Tank
great.
went out.
Now,
No, I
Misty does
think-
not do this, but how do you like being taught a
Dang,
game
timer went
and
out.
someone goes, "Oh, I forgot to tell you this," as they're winning because of
Oh,
something
yeah.
they didn't
Oh
tell you.
no.
Yeah,
You've not done that. You've never done that to me.
I don't have enough fingers and toes as many times as Misty's told me that during teaches.
Right when right
No,
before
it's
they
not
take
that
a special
bad.
move that you didn't know you could do,
No, oh, Misty,
they
that
tell you,
was
oh
not.
yeah, by the
I
way,
said
if
it
you
was
play
nice.
this, you get extra points.
Oh gosh.
You get a
I have
second action.
so many points right now. This is bad. I'm just gonna keep drawing.
Oh no.
Oh
I am sorry.
Yeah, Misty.
It hurt.
Highest score wins, right?
no. Oh man, that's so
I am
bad.
so sorry.
I had so
Thank-
much in my hand.
Technically,
Look at
yes,
your
highest score
hand.
wins because you get subtracted the number of points in your hand.
True. Yes.
So highest score
Technically.
does win.
So now we know that the white chips are worth only 1.
Yes.
I've known
Yeah.
that.
Now we've learned.
Yes, we have been taught. Thank you, Misty. How
And the
would be
chips that are not white are worth 10.
Hey, Soften Your Razor, you didn't have to tell us what your conference call was about.
No. I want to know. Is it about something you got? Kicking off a project, still trying to micromanage it. Yep. Sounds like a conference call.
So Kozuma is like that as well. She's like, "Hey, what game do you want to play?" And I'm like, "I don't care. Like, you just start something, I'll play." And then she's like, "Have you played this?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Okay, let's go." And I'm like, "Okay." Now I know how everybody feels.
What's wrong with that?
Now I know how everybody else feels when I do that. Ooh, I want chips.
So
There's
I
chips.
Dr. Science said, chips.
I try to teach
Chips.
I try to teach games, but sometimes
I don't
you just
listen?
you just don't listen.
What'd you say?
Exactly.
Crap, I pushed the wrong button!
See what
Oh no, you went out.
I pushed a draw, but I pushed the wrong button. We're about to end
Good
this
job.
game.
It might
Good
help your
job,
score.
Misty. Yeah, it might help. Who knows?
It
Unless
probably
you got
won't.
unless you got like 4 llamas in your hand, then I can't help you.
See? Kosuma's like, yeah, that's how I do.
Ew, I didn't want that card.
What you got over here? I'm gonna come to your stream.
What do you mean?
What do you got a stream? What do you got a stream snipe for, Misty?
Your stream's better. I'm moving over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over to
People
To
will be
this
fighting
camera.
your stream.
so I can play. You should play that card.
Yeah, I probably should. I probably should.
I'm not done playing yet.
Yeah, I want to play this game. I didn't fucked up.
She's gonna play Drew's hand.
Oh, who just quit?
Oh, what?
Fanatic.
Oh, Phantom's out.
Yep.
What? No, he's not. This is
Yes,
Panic.
he is.
I was looking at Drew's
Right.
screen, so I was like, no, I can read. That does not say Phantom.
Also, just make sure you learn from her in training mode so those surprise rules come out before attempting to earn ELO. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So there you have it.
Kozuma knows. She learned that from the beginning.
Tips from learning games from Misty. That's so great.
Don't play.
Wait, am I the only
Yes,
one here?
don't-
Oh no,
Yeah.
Time Roller's here.
No, it's just
Time
you.
Roller-
It's just you, Drew.
Yeah,
I
it's just
got
you now.
quit out. I was playing this game the other day on hardboard games, and
It's
I
time
got
over.
quit out. I was the last player, and I had a hand of like 6 cards, and I was able to lay them all out.
Oh,
and go out.
wow, really?
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, because it was like I had like a llama 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I've never
Wow.
seen that.
and I think there was a llama on the top of the deck.
I gotta
it was
pay attention
amazing.
now.
And then I got one. I think I had 6 sixes or 5 sixes on my starting hand.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, that's really not bad considering you only count, each number once when scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't play.
Yeah, you can't play with a handful of 6s though, unless you're
Oh,
playing
wait.
with really.
I got rid of all
bad
of them in
players.
one round. It was great. Playing this game with 3 players is very cutthroat
Yeah, it is.
because you know whether or not you're going to be able to play a card. Because the other people can either keep it the same or raise it by 1.
Yeah.
So it gets very cutthroat.
Wow, Phantom going again out early.
That ain't Phantom. That's
Ooh.
Panic.
Don't tell me my business.
Ooh, time flow
Been
went out
Phantom
too.
the whole time.
Yeah. It's great when you have a hand all the same number.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Somebody's got ice.
That's me.
I like ice.
Roll it out.
I've gotten to where I cannot drink stuff without ice in it.
How about you? Too.
I like ice, but I'm a chewer, so it's bad for me.
Oh man.
Oh, I've
Get
never-
rid of
Oh, that's
that.
bad on your
Texture.
teeth. Yeah.
Chewer, biter, yeah.
If it's plastic, it's in my mouth and I'm chewing on it. But if it's ice, no.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
If it's a kitty,
Don't
I
eat
grab it.
that.
Oh, you grab it.
Oh,
Grab the
come
kitty.
on.
Tickle belly. Tickle the belly. Which card should we play? Which card should we play?
Such a pretty kitty.
I have to
This is
quit
the princess.
out.
I can't remember her name. What'd you
This
what'd
is
you just
Renny
say?
Lou, the princess.
Ranny. Oh, my
Ren
goodness.
Elu. It's Lord of the Rings Elven for
Bad
Blue
because I always
Princess.
remember Moochie's name and I always forget. Remy's.
Uh-oh.
At least I got rid of the llama.
Oh, no wonder time roller went out. Yeah, 2 and a
Dress
1.
point.
Got a black.
Yeah, no kidding. I would have gone out with that too.
There you go.
Time roller.
Who ended it? Was it Misty?
No.
Second place.
I got a trophy. I'm a
I'll take
llama
third.
enthusiast.
Alrighty, folks, that's gonna do it for me. But I'll still be working in chat.
Okay.
Alright,
See you
thanks.
later, Panic.
Thanks for playing,
Yeah,
man.
later, Phantom.
That's not Phantom. That's Panic. Phantom's
Which one of us are you
leaving.
talking to?
Who are you talking to? Talking to me?
Yeah, who are you talking to? All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we
Alright,
watching
so
a movie tonight?
Yeah. I can't remember what the name of it is. It is
Oh, did you pick a movie?
Dark Was the Night, is what it's called.
Oh, my gosh.
That sounds
haven't heard of that
really
one.
bad.
Kind of sounds a little racist.
It's probably gonna be bad. We'll see. It's got
What's
some
it about?
snow. It's snowing in it, so that was it fit the
Oh.
theme of our wintry month.
Yes.
you want
Next
everybody
month
to
is-
freeze to death, don't you?
Exactly. Next month is romantic horror films, if I can find them,
Aw.
Oh, that.
Y'all have this game, right?
and cheesy.
Y'all
Yes.
played it?
What game's that?
The game that you're
Equinox.
invited to that you're not accepting.
Oh.
Hey, Misty.
Yes, we do have Equinox.
So we have this game, but Drew was
It's just
looking at
the-
something the other day, and they're gonna do a Gollum edition of this.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Well, this
I
game
want
has,
it.
like 2 editions at the moment. It's the same game, but it has different covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Abyss. They
we
have different colors or
we have
covers.
the elk
Yeah.
on the front of ours, or whatever it is. It's a stag or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. I got it because of the art. I was like, ooh, it looks pretty. I don't know if they can see that.
Ah. Oh, this looks neat.
So
No, don't talk yet. I have to listen.
This-
Don't talk yet.
Okay.
does anybody know the rules to that?
No.
I do not.
I mean, I tried to
I
play
know
it
how
with
to play it.
Phantom and failed.
Okay. Basically, you have 5 bidding stones. you're going to put these bidding stones on. There's these champions across the top of the board. Starting with the second card, going across. So we got Twins, we got Hoot, we got Carmen, we got Goatman, we got Fiery Thing, we got Hopscotch, Feather Fox, and we got Ursus. Okay, so we're going to be playing out cards on the next row. When the row fills up, whichever champion has the lowest strength gets killed off. And when we finish the 5th round, whichever champions are finished who did not get killed off will score. And if you bid on them, you'll be able to get points. Oh, I wish I hadn't done that.
I'm sorry.
So and in the first round is the only time you get to bid on animal.
You can't
You didn't
bid
do it.
on the top row, though, right?
Yeah,
on the
the
very
only
first
time you
turn.
can bid on the top row is the first round.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're
Um,
basically making a bid.
You're
for
making
the
a
highest.
secret bid that nobody
Yeah.
else knows about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, on your first play, the first thing it's going to ask you if you want to make a prediction. You can pick any one of those cards that you have in your hand and predict that that monster is going to make it to the end of the game.
Okay.
If you look on the left-hand column, you'll see a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you bid on a monster in the first round and you get it right, you get 5 points. Second round, 4 points. Third round, 30 points. 2 points, 1 point. So it's better to bid on a monster early
To get more
than
points.
later.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have bid on a monster openly and you have bid the most on that monster, not most, if the monster that you bid on strength is the highest for that monster than any other person's bids, when you play that card of that monster, you get to do its special ability, which is on the bottom of each card. So if you were like to bid on the owl and you had the bid with the highest strength, you would get to do the special ability. So the first thing you want to do is bid on one of these animals. Using a card of a very low strength, the strength is in the top left, to get it out of your hand.
Okay.
And it'll be a secret bid that nobody knows about. On your turn, you can either make a prediction, reveal a secret prediction, or lay out a card to increase the strength or decrease the strength of a monster. When a monster is in every space on the row, we compare the strengths of the monsters, and then they come out. And the ones with the lowest strength get defeated. If it's tied for lowest strength, none of them are defeated.
Okay, so it's asking me to make a prediction. So
Yeah.
let's see. Do I click on the
You
click on the card in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up at the top and hit prediction. You want to use a card that you have like a lot of and that you have high cards of, and you want to spend a low card.
You want to spend the low card when you're bidding?
Yeah, because
Okay.
you won't use it for the actual board, and you want high cards on the board for the animals you want to survive.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've pretty much gone in a row, and we're going to actually start doing things. Now you're going to place a card of an animal, and you're trying to keep that certain animals to have high strengths and certain animals to have low strengths, so that the low strength ones die off and the high strength ones stay in the game. So like, I can play this one. Boom. So now this one.
This game is Equinox.
Yeah. So I bid on this one. So it has a 7 strength. So it's unlikely that it's going to be the lowest strength of all the cards in the row. So it's probably going to. Now I can, when I play whatever this card is, the Carmen card. Next time, since I have the highest bid on that type of card, I'll be able to use the bonus action at the bottom. After you play a card, you can discard as many cards as you want from your hand. You'll only want to discard cards of animals that have already been taken out of the game.
Yeah. Right now, which are none.
Yeah, so
Yeah, right now, all the... It puts out a special card on the ones that get knocked out of the game, so it's really easy to tell which ones have been knocked out.
Yeah.
So there is a special card called a tree.
There's two special cards. There's the what is it called? Iguana or whatever, that's a wild that you can put
Chameleon.
on. The chameleon can be put on any animal. You can't bid on it, but it counts as any animal. And then there's two types of trees, and the trees just allow you to do a special ability when you play them on a space.
Okay, who do I take cards from? Well, everyone has a good amount of cards, so let's see. Karen usually wins these types of games, so I'm gonna look Karen's cards.
Well, but I'm new at this one.
Sure you are. Sure you are. Let's just play that game.
I'm wrapping my head around this.
You're basically bidding on a creature that's going to survive until the end. To do that, you're going to try to manipulate the numbers in the row by playing cards. So you can play a card over anybody else's card, but it has to be the same creature. So if someone's like really going for one creature and you have a card that's like a number 1 for that creature, you can put it right over on top of it and kind of cause it to get knocked out of the round. So you're trying to manipulate all the cards to sort of shift over to your bets, to give you the most points. To me, this game is difficult to sort of explain how to play, but it's super easy to play.
Is my computer being weird, or
I don't know.
Apparently, because it's my turn. Because it says it's updating the situation, but it wasn't. Okay, now it's my turn.
Yeah, it's waiting on Maple Grande. He needs a refresh. It didn't finish his turn yet.
It's my turn now, apparently.
Not on my screen.
Really?
All right, so let's refresh. See what
says I can make a reveal of prediction now.
Yeah, everybody needs a refresh so that it finishes its thing.
Yeah, it's still waiting on you. So
I know. I'm taking
that's what mine says.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to bid.
Cosmo says, "I do not." Replying to your comment, I do not. I feel enough fear and anxiety without watching stuff actually play out.
Yeah. See, I have really bad anxiety and stuff. I can't watch it at certain times, obviously, but I really like spooky stuff. Like the others in the game. Yeah. I like B-horror.
Over on the right-hand side, you can hit the little gear above your name, and you can change the...
Wait, I don't know. Wait. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. Say what you're going to say, and then I'm going to ask a question.
Over on the right-hand side above your name, there's a gear. You can click on it, and you can change the size of the cards. So if they're hard to see, you can make them bigger.
Nice.
That's useful. All of the games should have that.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so right now, we have some cards that got placed out. So at this point, if I make a prediction,
You'll be predicting on a card that's in this second row.
but I'm not manipulating it yet. That'll come
Yeah,
later, right?
and you can predict on a card that's there. You can predict
Mhm.
on a card that's not there,
Okay.
or you can predict on a card that already has a prediction on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the round ends once all of the rows have been filled, I believe.
Yeah, once every
Yeah.
every space in the row is filled, it compares all the cards and kills off somebody.
Survival of the fittest.
Yep.
Let's skip.
And I have a game that it's this game before it was called Equinox, and I don't remember what the name of it is. I've had it for like 10 years.
Yeah, this was based off of a previous game. I never remember what it's called. Something like
theme of-
Arena.
Is it Titans?
Titan Arena? Something like that? I believe it had Titans
Might
in
be.
it.
Yeah, it might be Titan Arena.
Yeah.
Phantom's like, does this seem easier to you now, Misty?
Within that year?
Yes.
So basically, with the stones that you're, the higher you put the stone in the column, the more
points it's worth if you get it right.
The more points you're worth, and the more you control that creature. So you can use the power once you place that card down.
Yeah.
So right now, for me, I have my stone on the Goat Man.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm controlling the Goat Man. So I get to use this power when I place the card down.
Yeah, that's what it is. It re-implements Colossal Arena from
Colossal
1997.
Arena.
Oh, Colossal Arena.
1997. I have that game, actually. I was learning this game as I've played this before, but the art doesn't look right.
Yeah, the art in this is super awesome, and I like the way the creatures look, and you know, there's a few games that hey,
sorry.
who did
Okay.
that?
Oops,
What the
oops, I
hey,
clicked
guy?
on the wrong card. I must have. I
That's
pulled the
such-
Misty. Hit the wrong button.
That is BS, man. You know it.
You're the host. We're all supposed to play against you, right?
That's right.
Why you gotta do that with my Goat Man? He's just
Hey,
he's not bothering anybody.
Yeah, I've never been a scary movie watcher.
I have to be in a certain mood. Like, I really like thriller and psychological thrillers more than gore.
Oh,
But I mean,
me
I
too.
do get in a mood where I want to watch stuff like Saw or, you know, gory stuff.
So,
But I really, really like indie horror films.
yeah, I was about to
That's
say
my thing.
you like watching those movies from like Amazon Prime that no one has ever heard of. And
Oh,
they-
like
That's a
Panic?
DVD.
That's what
And
Three Film Friday's all about.
yeah, and there's some of the most violent movies I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go in streaks where I'll watch a bunch of horror, just be in a mood for it, and
Yeah.
then won't for a while.
What you eating over there?
Peanut butter crackers.
Always got some
But they're
sort
like
of
space-
food.
It's weird that
Suddenly hungry.
Maybe.
Do you
Yeah.
ever eat the
Face
peanut butter
crackers.
crackers with the
Oh,
orange
cool.
crackers that are the cheese flavored?
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
stand those. I don't know. It's
Wow.
something about those crackers just rubs me the wrong way.
Like the Ritz kind.
No, it don't matter what
No.
kind they are, but the ones that are the
Square ones.
cheddar crackers
Oh, okay.
that
Oh, I
have the
like
peanut
those.
butter inside.
Well, you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
six
you
in a
do.
package.
I'm just saying. I don't.
No, you're talking about something about a cracker rubbing him. I don't know.
What?
The wrong way. He said something about the rubbing him the wrong way. So I think you're doing those crackers wrong.
Because one says, yeah, leave me out of the party when it's gory, but I'm good with psychological. Okay. Well, we can still have a party then.
We do plan to do some romantic ones next month.
That'll be interesting.
Looks like Ursus did.
Oh. Okay.
Because he's only up to 1.5.
Oh.
So he's gone. Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see, the row underneath the card that gets knocked out gets filled in with a
fluffy clouds.
A fluffy cloud card. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's like they just went to hibernate or nap. They're not killed off.
No. Last the Mohicans. Terrible. You killed them.
Oh, somebody seems to be going
No, I don't
after Fiery Fang. Yeah.
What? No. What color am I? Orange.
You're yellow.
Okay.
So you're getting it now?
Art.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're trying to manipulate the cards to be in your favor, basically.
Yeah.
There you go. So Karen gets to use the power of the owl. Because...
No, because she doesn't have any...
Oh no, that's Time
Cornrows.
Roller. Never mind. That's you, Time Roller. I forgot.
That's me!
Forgot you're blue.
And you can put a prediction
On a
token
card that's not there.
on separate rows. So I could put one on like that 5.
Mm-hmm.
And so my strength for prediction would be 13 to see if I have the highest strength for using the special power.
What can chameleon do again?
What's
Seven
the
that green is
chameleon?
on? Yeah.
The chameleon can be
It's just a
anything.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's wild.
It's a wild, but it doesn't allow you to use the special power of the monster when you play it.
Okay.
Oh, I messed up. I was gonna place a prediction, but I skipped it.
Oh, when I get
Oh,
like
you got
that.
plenty of time. It'll get back
Yeah,
around.
I
to it.
know.
And your ideas might change.
Discard any cards. You cannot discard any cards. Okay, so just don't tell me that then.
Wouldn't you think if you'd been barking for an hour, your throat would be sore? If you were a dog.
You would think so, but we got chihuahuas next door that bark all day.
My Pomeranian is barking.
Aww.
Cosmo
I'll
wants
let
to
her
play
outside
Chameleon.
after.
Chameleon's fun. We have that.
Ooh, yeah.
She owns it, but don't have enough people to play it. I really like that game.
I like it.
I just like that game so much.
You don't like it, Drew?
No,
I
I
don't
do
like
like it.
Okay.
I like
It's
it.
just,
The timer
some
was
of the
something
topics are really hard to come up with a clue for, especially when you get into like the famous people from like the past and stuff like that. Some people just don't know who some of those guys are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and coming up with a clue is pretty comical.
I like medium. I really love playing that with Karen.
I love that game. I want to do it again.
Ooh, it is windy outside. So I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I want to watch whatever Panic's watching tonight, but I'm wondering if I'm gonna start cleaning off these game shelves and moving them when Drew sleeps.
I really don't want to move these game shelves unless we have a plan for.
I do have a plan.
Okay, but you haven't discussed it with me yet.
Moving the stuff into the next room. I'm gonna have everything moved by the time you wake up in the morning.
Prediction.
Dude, that reminds me of my mom. Every time I'd wake up for school, I'd be falling over stuff because she changed the living room around in the middle
I
of the
used
night.
to do that all the time in the old house because we lived in a small place, and I can't look at the same stuff in the same place all the time.
That's how my mom dealt with stress by moving stuff around.
Exactly. I know that feeling. I don't want to make a prediction.
Trust the process.
Just go with it.
Just go with it.
Oh man.
No.
Oh, Froggy went away.
Oh,
See,
yeah, I
Kosim
put
was
the
like, I
phone-
love rearranging. I do it at least a couple times a year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine and all. Like, she does it all the time with, like, the bedroom stuff. She used to do it all the time back in the old house, too. Like, I would come home and, like, the whole living room would be rearranged. I was just like, oh, I don't know where anything is anymore.
Yeah.
But this is, like, our streaming space, though. So that's why it's
Well, if we had more
important
storage
for me
in
to
other
know what's
rooms,
going on.
I could move other things around, but we don't have storage anywhere in this house.
Like, we're trying to completely flip 2 rooms.
We don't have very much in that living room at all.
We
We have a
don't,
couch
but-
and a chair and a TV.
But we also have to think about, like, all the stuff that can interfere with streaming. Right now, it's those dogs next door.
Yeah. And we can't have Leon in here, which is
Yeah.
my dog. And I want him to be in here when I stream because he helps me with my anxiety. And I can't have him because of the dogs next door.
I totally get it. I just want to know where everything's going to be, just so that, you know, I don't come home and go like, oh, I don't like the way that looks.
I told you that entire wall in the living room could be game shelves.
So the other problem, and we talked about this before, was that room that we're going to possibly move everything to is a lot bigger. So there's going to be more echo. I don't know how much echo there is right now.
It's a lot better than what it used to be.
Yeah, there's more walls that are covered with board game stuff. So there's less echo than when we first started.
Yeah, so when I put that entire wall full of board games, then that entire wall is going to be soundproof.
Also, the other cool thing is that the other room in here also has a fireplace mantle, just like we have behind here. So it might not even
Nice.
Yeah.
look different. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. This living room and the other living room and Anthony's room all have fireplaces. They're blocked off because I wouldn't have bought the house if they weren't. But they're nice because they look nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. Now, is it open at all where you could put like candles underneath?
No, they're completely bricked over.
Oh, okay, completely bricked over.
Yeah.
Because in my first house, I had a wood burning fireplace, but I never used it, and I had this really pretty candle holder that was brass, and it was for pillar candles, so it went up in a tier and then down, and I would just light those in the fireplace. So it kind of gave a fire kind of fire look in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of gave me that feel without actually having a fire burning. Although nowadays I don't do candles either.
Yeah.
Because I had a cat catch fire once.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
Tail. It was
Phantom.
okay.
We'll
She
see
ended
you
up
later.
okay, but oh my gosh. Actually, I've had that happen twice. So we do Scentsy burners. We do not do candles.
Yeah. I have to be careful with that stuff with Leon too because he just bumps into everything.
Yeah.
So we
And
do
he
a lot
doesn't
of
even
incense.
realize his size. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That works really well.
But yeah, when we came in this house and looked at it for the first time, and even on the pictures online, I was like, I hope those fireplaces are blocked off because with my anxiety, I won't be able to sleep at night even if we don't burn anything in it. Like, I wouldn't be able to.
Boy, isn't that amazing that you found that?
Yeah, I really
It's
love
really
this
neat.
house, and once we start doing other things like painting and just little simple things, I'll feel better. Like during the springtime, it'll be great because we can go plant stuff outside.
Yeah, that'll be so fun.
During the fall, we planted a blackberry bush, and it's still alive, even with that snow, Drew.
Yeah,
it's still living.
It's still
I
kicking.
love berry bushes. It could be blackberries, raspberries. I don't care.
Yeah, I
There's
really
just-
want to do that. But then Leon pees on the one bush on the side of the house, and I don't want him to get in the habit of being like, "Oh, I'm gonna pee on this bush." It's like, no, that's my berry bush.
My
People
dog
around, I
Sasha.
used Hoot's power, and so you have to give me a Hoot card if you have it.
You have any hoots?
I don't give a hoot. Actually, I can give a hoot.
Oh, you gave a hoot.
Give a hoot, don't pollute.
That's cute.
It's not much higher than what you have now, probably. It's okay.
Hooty hoot.
It'll help. It'll help with future rounds.
This is true, yeah.
Alright, so if a card ties, I forget which one.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens. Yeah, it saves them both.
Okay.
Okay.
If they're both tied for lowest, they move on to the next round.
Oh, interesting.
I'm really struggling with this game. Like, it keeps telling me I have to update it. It's weird.
It's still in beta, right? Oh, it's an alpha.
No, it's an alpha.
Okay, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, it's still got.
Why is
the
Panic
alpha
saying
bug.
bye to himself? He is here. He's trying to trick me.
Panic didn't say bye to himself. It was
He
Phantom
did.
saying bye.
It says the Panic. It says bye to Panic.
Yeah, but look up further and it's...
But Phantom left.
Did he?
Oh my
is it
gosh, is this
still telling-
Wingspan? No, it's not Wingspan. It's... Do we have to refresh?
On Discord, Fennec's
had to
got,
refresh.
stars in his eyes.
Ghostbusters
Quite
says he's
beautiful.
trying to confuse Misty.
Oh,
I
I
know.
had to refresh.
It doesn't.
I had to
take
refresh
much.
also.
Yes, whole card. This is Wingspan, or at least it's better equivalent.
There ain't no eggs.
Oh, I like Wingspan.
I love the noises of Wingspan.
Yeah.
Don't buy the game; they're not in there.
I could do the
gotta
app
make them
I'm
yourself.
though.
gonna be very disappointed.
You got to make them yourself.
I know, it'd be great. They're gonna be dog barks.
Birds fly up, you hear them flying away. We have geese that come and sleep at this time of year in the lake behind our house, and we'll hear coyotes sometimes at night. I take the dogs out like 1 at 12 or 1 in the morning, and then all of a sudden I hear splash splash and all these wings flapping and everything. I'm like, oh, somebody's out there.
Yeah, I'm
And
surrounded
then the coyotes talk to each other.
surrounded by cornfields, and so every
Yes.
morning and every night you hear the crane coming and going.
Oh, the crane. We have one of those nearby. Just you only have, are they? I only ever see one. Are they usually lonely birds?
Oh no, they fly over my house in the thousands.
Oh,
Really?
Wow.
We have a national wildlife reserve here that's like 3 or 4 lakes next to each other. They're not very big. They're by lake. They're not much bigger than swimming pools, but it's a wildlife reserve, and it's
Oh, that's
filled
neat.
with crane and ducks.
You're a crane a
It's
coming.
weird for being in a desert. But
Yeah, it kind of surprises me for given the state that you live in. That's interesting.
Bitter Lakes National Wildlife Refuge.
Hmm.
Okay, so we can get rid of goat people.
Yeah, goat people are out.
And
Frog
frogs.
people and the bear.
We have a werewolf that lives on the street somewhere.
Oh, he's so creepy.
I don't know where it is, but it'll be really late at night and you'll hear this. It's a terrifying sound.
It's howling. It's
Yeah.
the creepiest howling.
It's not a dog at all.
That's a
No.
don't know werewolf.
Anyone,
And I have to walk Leon at night
anyone that doesn't know,
Because our coyotes are creepy.
I
Mhm.
I
They
absolutely
love on
hate
trees.
howling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think
movie?
I don't know if I've
That's a
said
great
this
movie.
before, huh?
Tabaroo said, "What, the movie? The Howling?"
No, that movie scared the crap out of me as a kid.
did.
I'm not even gonna lie, but I actually love the movie at the same time. I think I have to reload.
I
But
had to
for those,
reload.
I think I've talked about it before. But as a kid, I used to have these really, really bad dreams of getting devoured by wolves.
I think that's a sign.
I don't know, but I would hear the howling.
So I'm guessing the wolf is not your spirit animal.
I don't know. It may be, but I remember. But I was like 5 years old, and I was having these dreams, and I would wake up, and I would be scared crapless in the room where I was. Oh, what just happened?
Says you're
Actually
making-
selected all of those cards. Because it only took away one of them.
Make sure they're all highlighted before you hit discard, because sometimes it doesn't take it.
I better zoom in next time. Yeah. Because I might have gotten some better stuff.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of me, for those of you that don't know. I don't really tell a lot of people about it, because it still creeps me out even now. Because I can remember those dreams vividly. Like,
Well, it's just interesting because of like your beliefs and like the things you study now, and a wolf is a major part
so
of that.
yeah, it's funny because like I'm into the whole Norse thing, right? Everyone knows about Fenrir, right?
I was about to fix that, Ro.
Fenrir is a son of Loki. Fenrir is supposed to devour Odin and just straight up kill him in Ragnarok. So I didn't know any of that back then, but now it makes like so much more sense of where I'm fitting in that aspect. I'm not saying I'm Odin or anything.
That's what I heard.
Oh wait, what the heck happened? Did all the rows get filled up?
I mean, not yet.
A bunch of stuff.
I'm talking about
didn't
the
make
last
it.
round. I didn't even get to play the card that I picked up.
Well,
Neither
There's
did
only
I.
4 still alive. 4 animals still alive.
yeah.
Ah well, you know what? Might as well. None of the animals that I chose are even around anymore.
The Edna's twins.
Yeah. I think they might be safe. I really don't know what to play, honestly.
What does the tree do again?
You get to
What
pick
can you
up a
play it on?
card.
Okay.
There's 2 different types of trees. The ancestor tree, which looks like the old guy, choose one creature still in play. Players who have made secret predictions on this creature must immediately rebuild them. This may allow a change of controller of the creature. A secret prediction is worth 5 PP. Dryad, which is the female tree, retrieve a visible creature card from the current round or from a previous one and add it to your hand.
Oh, what kind of poo is this?
And I have to put PP in the chat because I said PP.
Get your PP out of the chat.
I put mine in first.
Yeah.
Dear.
He tried to PP block me, but it didn't work.
Yeah, you did.
Hmm.
Does that make you the king of pee-pee? Sorry.
Some,
I couldn't help
sometimes,
it.
sometimes I surround my PB with the King is Here emote.
I can't help but think of that name of that road I told y'all about near our house.
Yeah.
So silly.
Give me your cards, Mitty.
Now,
There we go.
what you want?
Twins.
Okay.
Man,
Oh my goodness. Can you guys hear my dog barking?
Nope.
No.
no,
Good.
not at all.
She's
Get
been doing it
closer.
this
All right, I have to reload again.
The other dog gets so tired of hearing it that she nips at her.
No.
And I'll suddenly I'll hear a yelp. I'm like, well, I'd do that too. I think I'd stop barking if I were you. There's a nice comfy dog bed in there. Just lay down.
Go chill.
Does it still say it's
Yeah.
Karen's turn
Yeah.
for everyone else? Okay.
Okay, let me refresh.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had to refresh or not.
Okay. Yep, that was me. Okay.
Oh, guys,
Nice.
Oh no, it gets saved because of the other one has a 1.
Oh, that's right.
Not protected. Oh, you still have a thing left.
I do.
Worth 0 points, but you can make a prediction. Or is it your secret?
No, I already revealed mine, which was the Fiery Fang. Yeah. I tried not playing anything on that row just to sort of, focus away from that so that you guys don't figure out I get, made a prediction on it, but it kind of backfired on me.
I mean, there's a lot of people playing.
So is there any point in making prediction on the very bottom row?
No, you don't get points.
So what is even the point? Let's just skip it.
I
There's
think it
not a
has
point,
to
that's
do
the
with
point.
control of the animal. So I think control of the animal gets you points also.
All right. Well, there's a whole bunch of.
I would put it
Stuff.
on the bird dude, the feather fox, because no one has any on it, and you would instantly take control of it.
Oh, I already skipped my thing because somebody told me to.
I told you nothing.
Yeah, you said it wasn't even worth putting on there.
It's not. Can you take your turn now?
I will.
How come you even have a turn? All the things are full.
I don't know.
If you have the higher cards to play, you still get to play. That was like his
Okay.
last turn.
Time roller 1.
Yep. I had no points.
Yeah. So
Wow,
let's break.
look at that score.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's break that down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where's the points here?
All of my predictions came true. None of them were knocked out.
Yeah.
Wow.
None of them were knocked out.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, you
Nice.
knocked out. You knocked out
one. Yeah.
the Carmen.
Yeah.
your last play.
So you got 5
Yeah.
points for the owl. Well, actually more than 5.
Yeah.
You got 8 points for the owl. I got 7 points for. No, 6 points for twins.
How did that add up to 150 though? I'm a little confused by that.
No idea.
We never
I
said we
think
knew how to play this game.
I think the equations are off a little. I mean, you still technically won that one.
Yep.
But 150 is a bit high.
Yeah, it
We
says I
don't know
should
how
have.
it stream, or we don't know how it scores technically. So
I do. I have the rules right here. Did the
Well,
game allow music?
You get the score that's on the side there. where
HR
the card-
calculates the total value of their prediction made on all creatures still in play. Whoever has the most prestige points is the winner. In case of a tie, the winner who had the secret prediction on one of the certain creatures still in play is there's still a tie. The player who plays the most prediction pebbles. There's still a tie. The person who played the most cards.
I like how Panic has the stars in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He has the
And a
stars
big
in his
head.
eyes?
He's Darth Vader.
How did he get so big?
Maybe he's riding on that comet that's coming near Earth.
Well, you want to light the tear that? Because that might be
Jeez.
great.
That'd be fun.
Panic's got an inflated head there.
He's a blimp. The more you know, Panic.
Wait, so I don't know if Cosima's still down to play anything or
Oh,
what.
right. She did say she wanted to play something.
But if not, then it's
We're
good. We
wrapping
can
it
always
up.
play, out of stream. It'd be fine.
That's true. I have to go take my dogs out.
Okay. I want dinner.
'Cause-
If Cosima's not playing.
Mm.
Thanks, whole card.
What are you gonna have for dinner? Did you decide?
I want to go to the cheesesteak place.
What
Good
else do they
game.
have?
They have burgers.
They have a lot
I
of
don't
different
think-
stuff.
I don't think Panic's still here. I think he's just running a video.
Is he? I think he's been responding.
Cosima says she can play a game if we want.
Load up Stella with
Hey,
Cosima.
you
How
want me
many
to
does
start
it play?
I can pull it up. I already got everybody in.
Okay.
Does Panic
got-
want to play?
He's got everything preloaded.
How many does Stella play?
5.
5. Okay. I am definitely gonna step out then. I will see you guys later. Love you guys.
Okay, love you too, Karen. I miss you.
Bye.
Hi. I think Panic is trying to audition to replace the Edge in U2. He's laughing. Yes, I will accept.
Okay, I either want cheesesteak or I want Chinese food.
I mean we do have a.
Did I invite
Chinese
the right
restaurant.
Cosima? Because it didn't come up on my
Yes,
screen.
that's Cosima.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
We do have the one Chinese restaurant that's a buffet here, and there's only one restaurant. It's not bad, but it's not what we're used to. It's a bit different. I really do miss these super crazy awesome buffets from back in
Food is
Virginia.
different in every state, though.
I know, but the ones back in Virginia were way closer to the ones in New York than the ones here. I can say that honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I never eat Chinese food in New York.
What do you mean you never eat Chinese food? My parents always order Chinese food.
No, the last few years we haven't. We go to get sushi, but we don't get Chinese food. Like the very first year, I know we did.
Switching
Does
from
Panic-
Twitch to Discord. Okay.
Did Panic want to jump in on this, or the whole card, or?
China, the
Panic,
Chinese
give us a
cheesesteak.
wink if you want to play.
Don't look how he's just
He's
here.
offline on BGA, so that's why I didn't invite him.
Okay. Well, his big old head just shaked no.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I love
And
a good
available.
sushis and sashimis.
And want to play?
I had sashimi for the first time in Virginia at that one restaurant that we used to like to go to.
Yeah,
It's basically
it's raw fish.
It's basically a just lump of rice with a big old slab of salmon or whatever type of other fish that they have currently.
Hi, Cosima. She's in Discord.
Okay. And I liked it. It's a bit slimy. It's hard to pick up
Whoa.
with chopsticks. Did she come in as I was talking about slimy stuff? Because I think that's
Probably. That's why I interrupted you. Ryan's like,
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Slimy.
I will try.
Yeah, you sound fine. You sound a little bit staticky, but
She's been rubbing her socks on the carpet.
Can you hear me now too?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Something weird going on with my laptop.
That's par for the
close that
course
list.
for this channel.
That sounds good. Salmon sashimi and shrimp tempura maki are my go-to, Ryan said.
Oh, cool. I like tempura.
So we have sushi Wednesdays almost every week now
Yeah,
because of Publix.
Publix, if you guys don't know of Publix,
They have miniature horse
they have a
therapy
sign.
animals.
They have a sign up front that
I
says
showed it to Karen.
that says service animals, including miniature horses, are allowed in the store. And I'm just like, what?
Leon's a miniature horse. I'm gonna take him with me.
So that's a thing that I didn't know about. Also, they have a sushi chef there that does $5 sushi on Wednesdays, and it's not like the cheap versions of sushi.
It's like good stuff.
It's the stuff that you would normally get at the restaurants. A lot of the regular sushi over there is around $11 just for a small little roll.
It depends on what it is,
Yeah. But I absolutely love sushi. I can eat any type of sushi and be okay with it.
Yeah. We try to get different stuff every time we go.
Yeah.
But I definitely have like my favorite.
I think one of our go-tos is probably the sweet potato roll.
Yeah.
It is so amazingly good.
And it has to be like the one from New York, though. It has to have like the spicy sauce stuff on.
Yeah, and it
has to have the crunchy outer.
The crunchy sweet potato
Yeah.
pieces in it. Cosma is writing something. Let's see what she's got.
The heavy face.
Well, I am glad you are happy.
Okay, I think I'm gonna just do this.
Man, I don't know.
Not to restart the chicken wars, but the public fried chicken was amazing, Ryan says. We've never gotten chicken from there before.
No. I do enjoy Publix though.
Yeah, we started shopping at Ingles when we first got here. And then I was like, well, let's try Publix and see how that is. And I really like it. I like it a lot better.
They're pretty much the equivalent of the Kroger's that are around here in the South. Kroger's also have sushi chefs, at least the ones in Virginia.
I was gonna say up here in Kroger's that I get sushi there quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
it's the
pretty
good
good.
kind though. It's someone that actually prepares it, like an actual chef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cosmo's looking
That's
lovely as
my
ever.
treat. She's just
She's
agree.
like, whatever.
Yeah, no.
he's like, meh.
I see how it is, Cosmo.
What are you talking about?
I said you're looking lovely as ever, and you're like, eh.
I'm not on Twitch anymore, if that's where you sent it.
No, I said it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not listening. Sorry.
Let's see. I'm gonna try this card.
You use them words.
I know words. I'm not
You do?
sure.
Like lovely.
Lovely. I know how to say cereal.
Lovely.
Oh, I didn't think that.
Cereal?
Cereal.
Surreal?
Surreal. I went back and clipped it today, Panic, so you can go back and see it. I think it's I think I called it Panic Break Stray or something.
Perfect.
And I clipped the part where I tried to feed him a dog treat. That was
This isn't
funny.
the right one.
Because he was so into it, and he's like, wait, no, I don't want that.
Oh man, Ryan's got a whole bunch of places that do sushi.
Ooh. Oh god, Dre's still here. I'm sorry, Dre. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry.
I've got to admit though,
Sorry, no.
sushi from a actual like Japanese restaurant, it always trumps anything you can get from a grocery store. Don't ever get sushi from a gas station.
Why would you? It's not sushi.
Don't know, but they have them. They have it.
Anybody that's eating
But it's
that
like-
and says they like
like
sushi,
Japanese.
it's gonna be bad. Ugh.
That's like
It's
Subway
not even
sushi.
real rice. There's not even real rice in it.
Oh god.
How do you make imitation rice?
Yeah.
Cauliflower.
What is
I
dandruff?
don't know. It just. If you guys know, if you have a Walmart, if you go to the deli section, they actually have these little packages of sushi, and they're so tiny. These little tiny sushis. I
It's not sushi.
made the mistake of buying one, and it's so dry and it's so gross. The wasabi is just basically green horseradish. It's not even real wasabi. It's just so bad, and it, ugh. Keeper. There's no pictures of me on here, so.
No, we're gonna have to pick one. You're the guy playing the piano.
Why are you always gonna be old in everything that you say?
I mean, you don't have to be, but you can be.
Oh, what is this picture? I haven't seen this one. So there's a lady walking in the desert with a star in her upper body. That looks really cool. I'm still amazed at some of the pictures that I see on here for the first time.
Yeah.
Graceful.
Aww, I like that one.
Oh, I really like this picture of the guy with the axe bowing down to the tree.
I like the little toy card at the bottom. It's cute.
Toy cars. The fox with the ice cream cone.
Yeah.
How cool is that? That's so cute. Look at all the cuteness overload right there.
I know. It's adorable. There's a really good $30 all-you-can-eat sushi place near me. Why you gotta tell me shit like that, Ryan? I love sushi. I want to get sushi now.
We have a Chinese buffet near us that has a decent sushi bar.
I just had to shut their sushi part down
can-
during COVID.
Mm.
Ours just came back. It's pretty decent. That's all you can eat.
Our all-you-can-eat
Like
Chinese
$10
place usually has like 8 big old long buffet thingies, and when we went in there a couple of weeks ago, they only had like 4 of them going.
Oh wow.
Well, at
Gotta
least they're
space them
going.
people out.
Because everything around Time Roller has closed down completely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, anytime we say something like a store, Time Roller's like, oh, that closed down.
That closed out 6
Yeah.
months ago.
we had a place called like UFO Sushi that opened like 2 years before COVID, and it closed down. And it was the only place we had in town that actually was a sushi restaurant.
Oh, cool.
Like you said, you can buy it at the grocery store or at the Chinese buffets. That's about it.
Yeah, our Chinese buffet is like an all-in-one. It's got a hibachi. They do like the Mongolian barbecue thing. They do sushi. They do.
God,
We
used to
Mongolian
have
barbecue is so good.
Yeah.
It's cheap too. It's like $11 or something to go there.
I miss buffets. I really do. I know when this whole COVID thing hit, like all the Chinese buffets just were like shut down. They were just like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Only
they had
takeout.
to.
And then the ones that were near our house back in Virginia started putting up all these like glass shields around their the counter where you pay for everything.
Oh yeah, that's like the here. Yeah.
And then one of the buffets actually had someone serving us from behind.
Oh really?
Yeah, so you didn't touch anything.
Says you didn't touch anything.
Nice.
You told them exactly what you wanted, and they put it on the plate.
Okay, I want Japanese food now. We're gonna keep talking about food, and we're gonna go to 15 different places when we leave stream.
The place near me, they have gloves you can put on.
Yeah,
they recommend putting gloves.
Here they give you one glove.
They have a box you can pull whatever you need.
Get one glove.
One glove.
You got a plate in one hand and a glove for the other, and you have to reuse the glove.
Nice.
The barbecue place near us actually did that, where they give you gloves. And I thought it was so weird because it was those big, bulky, like plasticky gloves that fit
the thick
all
ones.
types of hands. And so, like, I put them on, and I was just like, oh, felt so weird.
Yeah, they just put out a release this morning that 4 out of 10 people in my hometown has COVID.
Whoa!
Ouch!
What?
But I mean, like I said, I live in a Democratic state with a Democratic governor that right off the bat was, social distancing, wear masks. As soon as antivirus comes out, everybody's getting it. My town, the sheriff on his Facebook page said, we're not going to enforce any of her rules. Don't worry about it. And like 90% of the people in my hometown didn't wear masks, haven't been vaccinated the entire COVID time. None of the restaurants and stuff closed down because of the mandates or whatever. Most of them have closed because most of their employees have gotten COVID and they had to shut down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of places around here have limited hours or shut down because they can't find staff.
I have one car. Like our Denny's is being run by one person right now.
Wow.
Oh wow.
They take your order, they sit you down, and they go cook the food.
I think the infection rate here was up to like 30%, a little over 30% at one point.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, my county, or the county I work in, they hit the USA Today at one point during the height of COVID as being one of the worst counties in the country.
Oh,
We would have been the worst, but we didn't have enough people.
Well, the aliens took them
So
away.
apparently we have to have Cosmo on the stream more because it's the only way that Dre subs. So we have to have Cosmo on every week.
What?
Yeah. He said Cosmo the streamer and
Insta sub. Oh, wow.
So you got to be here every week now so we get subs.
I don't get it.
Technically, you only
I don't
need
get
her
it.
around once a month.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta come on my channel too.
The last week of every month. Yeah,
No,
we gotta
you can't
pass
bar
Cosmo
Cosmo.
around.
She's ours. We've claimed her.
You don't have dibs on Cosmo.
I most certainly do. She's
You make
mine.
up your own mind.
Right,
She
this is
doesn't
your
know what to
party.
say to that. She's just like, oh, okay.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
We're just fighting over you. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what you're saying, and I'm still having trouble trying to figure out how to use Discord on my laptop.
Oh,
Okay.
that was like really crazy sounding.
That's what it
Sorry.
sounds like. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Dre's talking in chat and said he was given an Insta sub because you were here. And I was like, well, we have to have you here all the time.
And he's since clarified that he wants you to stream
I
and
was
he'll
here.
sub.
Oh,
That's what it looks
there
like.
you go.
I see. Okay.
Look, all you have to do is do an ASMR stream, and you'll have like about 1 billion
You have
subs.
10,000 men watching you.
There you go. Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Just get
Send
on
a
there.
hot
And...
tub every so often.
Don't be
Hey, man.
sexist. There's
Or
women that watch
women.
those streams.
Only if I can make money off of it.
Right? I'm gonna start
Hell
my
yeah.
own
No, you got to be
channel.
on TikTok now for money.
I don't
I know a lot
like
of people that have
those.
switched from YouTube to TikTok because you don't make money on YouTube anymore, and they're making. They went from like 5,000 subs to like 150,000 subs in like a month on TikTok.
Wow. I'm at 160.
Oh
Subs
wow,
or friends.
Vowels.
that's really good.
I thought the TikTok is weird because I've never posted a video on TikTok or anything. I've never posted anything on TikTok except like I have like one 1 second post of a clock or whatever as my first post because you had to post to be able to do something or whatever. And I have like 15,000 friends on there, and I've never posted
the hell?
anything.
Wow.
That's weird. You must hit some sort of algorithm or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
That's
weird.
hilarious. Let's see how
You
many
sure?
views Misty Eating has hit.
Oh my god.
215.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Doing
I need
good.
my own channel where people feed me. Is that like a kink for
Yep.
people?
They like it on my channel or on
Oh
my
my god.
TikTok.
Well,
Now, Timer, are you sure you spelled the word clock right? Because that makes a difference.
no, right?
That's gonna make a
It might have been a
difference.
typo.
I don't even think
Better to-
anything's written on it. It's just how like the digital clocks when you point a camera at them, they kind of flicker and look weird.
Yeah.
That's all you can see is the red numbers from my clock in the dark. I don't even know if that video is still on there.
That's funny.
But
Hey,
yeah,
were you just
I got-
early enough? Or that
Yo,
people-
I was on it before it was called TikTok.
Okay, well there you go. That's probably your
I was
early
on it
adopter.
Musically.
When it was
Music-
Musically, yeah.
Musically.
That's
Because
yeah.
I had some friends that were musicians that were on it and told me to get on there to watch them.
Isn't it weird how things start off as something and then just change depending on the situation and the just environment?
I don't want
Yeah.
to reload a card because y'all aren't good at this game.
Because YouTube was
terrible at
something
this
else.
game today.
Was it before it
Um,
was YouTube?
Actually, I think Twitch was something else
Look at
before
that.
it became this.
This is a party for senior citizens.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Because does anyone know what
Panic
Twitch
was
actually?
playing. He would have picked it.
Does anyone know what Twitch actually stands for?
No.
It used to be. It stands for This Week in Technology, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Really?
This week in tech history.
I think it's called This Week in Technology or something like that. It used to. That's
You
what it
must know
was.
letter.
Or it might
It
have
was
been
just
This
like
Week
a-
in Tech. If you look it up, you can see what it is.
That's interesting.
But it started off as something completely different, and then it blew up into this.
Most things do because people never want to use it for what it's made for. And it usually blows up based on what people use it for, not for what it was made for.
All right, guys. To me, this is a party, online party. Yeah.
I mean, we're literally streaming. Of course, I'm going to choose that card.
Oh, y'all think y'all are a party?
Streaming the board
That
stuff
was
and
it.
Party.
things.
I want to party. I should have picked that. I was going to pick that one because that's
It's
what a
a
party
little
was
party,
when I
but
was
it's
a
a party.
kid.
Mhm.
Party of two.
Felt like a party.
I really didn't want to choose this one, but so if you see, there's like little emotes in this
Yeah, that's
in
cute.
this little picture. So that's why I chose it, because everyone's apparently watching this, and it's
Yeah.
a watch party. So
Do the party watch.
party watch.
I only chose
Party
3 cards.
watching.
My cards are already out.
This one was a long shot though for me. I don't know if anyone else picked it.
How is that a party?
You don't see the little emotes?
No. Nope. Oh, I see what you mean. I see. Okay.
Making up
I guess-
stuff.
I guess you mentioned.
Dino Corgi with the follow. Thank you for following.
Thank you
Oh.
for the follow.
Dino
Haven't
Corgi.
seen that name in a while.
Is that someone you know?
I
I've
believe
seen-
they follow me, or they have been in my dream.
Temptation.
You associate up to 10 cards with the clue. Musical group. What? I don't understand.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Temptations were a musical group.
Yeah, I got you.
I do bounce around a lot, says Dino Corgi. Well, that's
Okay.
fine.
Oh, we're glad you're here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Temptation. So, does anyone have this game like physically,
No.
or has anyone seen anyone play it online? Because I'm still
I think
curious
it's in
about.
Kickstarter right now, isn't it?
I saw Rolling with the Rock play it
I believe
with
it's
his
already
wife, I
out.
believe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it already out? I thought it was.
Or he may have got it at like a convention or something, but I saw him playing it with his wife. So and I know Room 51, Justin from there got it at PAX.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's available like online or anything.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how the clues come into play. Is it just like little clue words, like from like code names?
It's just a deck of cards.
Is
It's
it?
a deck of cards.
Okay.
And you flip one over, and
I'm gonna have to go let Leon out soon because he's in the dark because I didn't turn the light on in the kids' room, and it's been dark for 30 minutes.
does he get afraid of the dark?
Yes, I hear him now. Actually, he's like, "Let me out! You
Let
have to
me
lock me
out."
away because nobody likes my feet."
Really, I haven't even seen the Viking card come up in a while.
They removed it because it was racist.
Those against Nordic people.
Against Nordic traditions, it had horns on the helmet.
Hey, honey.
Yeah, it is true. Well, no, there's no horns on that helmet. Was there?
I know. I'm just kidding.
Which is also true. Like Nordic Viking.
It asks you when you start this game. It asks you, "Are you playing with me, Grande?" And he keeps out all his favorite cards.
Yeah,
Nordic
take 'em out.
Nordic Vikings never wore those helmets.
Nope, that's from like operas and stuff.
Some of those helmets were sort of like a
Woohoo!
were for
Okay, I gotta go
well, definitely not for combat.
definite to begin with here.
Oh yeah,
Everybody takes this
that
one,
one's a
right?
safe
Is
bet.
Time Roller's video like?
Is it frozen or do I just not move very much? I don't move very much.
It's like it's got a spinning.
That's it.
It's got a
He's
spin
on for
thing.
me.
Yeah.
It might be yours. Sometimes you have to like, I don't know what you're on, but or where you're watching this or on Discord, but sometimes it'll not work for you, and you have to like kind of click the
I don't
screen.
know what server you're watching it on. I know Discord was down for a while, day before yesterday,
Yeah.
Macy, right after we finished using it.
Oh, really?
It was on the national news. It was down for like 2 hours, 3 hours,
That made the news.
completely across the United States.
Yep.
Who chose that one? You? It's funny because I chose that too. I'm curious as to why people chose that card.
They're women.
Is that all that it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I picked it.
I mean,
Because
they're
women
knitting.
tempt you into darkness.
Yep. See all that darkness?
And look
And
at
they dye their
they're
hair,
doing
get
crafts.
tattooed and
Now
pierced.
Accurate.
They're crafting. Crafting is
they're
a
crafting.
is a is a
They're like, you want to
gateway.
come to a party? We're doing scrapbooks.
Then they sell Tupperware.
Okay, let's see if anybody got this one. I already got 4 of mine matched, so I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I did
There's only
not
3
match
left.
that.
Dang, there's only 3 left.
Oh.
I just
Oh.
lost all my points.
Boom.
Alright, so-
no.
So I picked this card because it's showing someone, I'm guessing... She looks kind of like rock starry to me. She does have the star in her upper body.
That's not the keyword. It's temptation.
Yeah, I know, but the temptation to go into that,
Oh,
you know, being famous and stuff like that.
I can see that.
You notice
and
she's
now-
it's not a star on her body. She's hollow. You can see stars inside her.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is how I'm sort of
Justifying your selection.
justifying. Yeah.
All right, is that what you're choosing?
That's
for?
Yeah, so that's what I'm
That's
choosing.
the whole point of this game, is justifying it to the point where other people justify it the same way.
Yeah.
So she yeah.
I would say
no,
the
got it.
temptation of that rock shadow is
It's
just
tempting.
so overwhelming because it's so hot outside.
Bad luck, you all. Well, thanks, Panic.
That
Well,
card is
Thanks, Panic.
tempting.
You sound like Misty. Every time you tell her, good luck, have fun, she's like, no, I won't.
No,
You
I
can't.
refuse to.
Can't make me have fun.
I don't have
You
fun.
can't make me.
You want it.
Wow,
Kosa
look
won.
at that.
I think we were suckered into playing this game.
I won?
Yeah,
Well-
you did.
Wow!
Wow.
By a lot.
By a lot.
You and Maple Grande.
Yeah,
Cheaters.
you beat me by 4 points.
I practiced a little bit before this. I practiced like 5 times before.
Uh-huh.
I was
really
playing
like
this the other day. I was playing this with hard board games, and oh man, the excuses they were making for picking certain cards were way out there compared to what we were just doing. They're like, the color of this is also called this word, and it's an adverb of that word.
It's like,
So
Nope.
they were playing it like Mysterium then, not Digzit.
I was gonna say, oh, I thought you were gonna say playing it like me.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Well, yeah, we know how
So,
Misty
yeah.
plays it. That's
why
that's
nobody
exactly
plays
how
these games
Misty
with me.
plays it.
You know, it's,
Yep, see, I'm still last.
it's
I have
okay.
been last in like every game today.
It's
Today
because
not my
whole
gaming
card
day.
was in the chat.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate Ryan.
I appreciate you.
Somebody
I
has
appreciate
to.
him too because he keeps you from winning.
I know.
So
Oh,
is
that's
that
a
the
good
last
point.
one we're doing?
Yeah, I need food. My sugar's dropping.
So that was it. We are sorry for that little hiccup we had earlier today. I don't know what happened. Want to thank Phantom for coming in earlier, playing a few games here and there. Thank you, Time Roller, Panic, and Cosima. Thank you for popping in here and totally beating the crap out of us in a game you've never played before. Yeah.
That's not true. I've played it before. I've played it before.
Yeah, she's
Ah.
Never played it with us before.
I feel like she did.
I don't think that's how that works.
Are you sure? I thought that taught me
My
how to
sound
play
is
it.
gone again.
Oh, did your sound go? Did your sound go out?
No, it's back now.
Okay.
I don't know. Technology today.
Panic looks really, really focused.
He's
Everybody
focused
show
on
up.
those shadow
Panic
booties.
channel later for watch and play.
Yep. Watch him play.
Watch
What are we doing?
watch him play.
Watch me play.
Watch him watch.
Yeah,
Watch him
so-
hit
Watch a
play.
movie.
I'm
Watch
gonna
some
be curious,
horror.
curious about that movie you picked. I don't know if you have you read anything about it.
Are there gonna be giant
Of course
dongs
not.
in the back? Like
Is there gonna be
That,
yeah?
that would
From
be against the
before?
purpose of movie night.
Well,
They're gonna
I
have-
guess we'll see. I didn't
Giant
watch it. I
dong?
watched a trailer.
oh boy. Halfway
Ding
through there's
dong,
gonna be a
as far as I
giant
know.
dong apparently.
Have you
We'll
guys
see.
ever
It could be.
have you guys ever seen? I know you guys have seen Fight Club. All right, so there's a scene in the movie where
There it is.
There's a giant dong in that movie?
no the
What are we talking
no
about?
they're explaining something and they're in a movie theater and they splice this just half a second image. That is that movie,
Oh
right?
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember.
yeah. They
that.
like almost imperceivable.
Yeah.
They put like an image of somebody.
Yeah, throughout
Standing
the whole
naked or
movie,
something?
there's flashes of
Shame, shame.
Don't
To, like,
shame
mess
me.
with your mind a
Explanations
little
to
bit.
the secret of the movie.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's what I'm picturing when Panic was like, oh, you know, I was gonna put this clip in, but then a dong popped up. Just like, okay.
Then you had to change
what's
the
that guy?
flappers.
He's
There-
like dancing.
there-
Getting some-
Yeah.
There's been many research papers done showing that subliminal messages don't work.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention enough.
Mhm.
I don't. There was also a movie called The Gate. Another scared the crap out of me when I was young.
Never heard of it.
But there's a
Heard
scene
of that
in,
one.
there's a scene in The Gate where they play a record backwards and it has like this little chant thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a famous movie. I think it's like, I don't remember. It's like famous, like this a Streetcar Named Desire. It's an older movie, and the editors were fighting with the movie house, production house or whatever, and they put a movie poster in the movie. You can see it through a window of, like, back then it wasn't porn, but it was like the dances with the scantily clad women.
Yeah.
But there's a poster of it through a window. If you pause the movie on a certain frame, you can see the movie poster through a window. And it's like one of the first of them doing that kind of stuff, because they were fighting with
It
the
was like,
movie
here, in
production
your face.
company.
Yeah, take that. Easter
And
egg.
they didn't catch it till the movie went out into theaters and everything.
We're gonna start doing that on stream.
What?
Putting like random shit in the background to see if people pay attention.
It's a good idea.
Just have Cosma on Discord.
Put Cosimo in the background.
That'll be the clue. That'll be the key. If you see Kostama,
What?
something is behind them. That's how it works.
We'll just like paste
Oh my
your face
goodness.
on one of the little
We'll like
figures in the back.
we'll just like have a stream with her, and then we'll go back and watch it, and then we'll have Panic like put something in the corner, just
There you
Photoshop
go.
it. But then we'll just zoom into it and be like, look at that.
That's a clue.
Oh, it's weird because on Discord, Meeple Grande's image is mirrored. It's messing me up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It is
He's sitting on the
mirrored.
wrong side of Miss.
It is mirrored, but over here it's fine.
Yeah.
On mine,
So
it's
weird.
right. They're on the right side.
Oh.
So right now I'm raising my left hand. You guys
This
see
is my left.
you guys
Yep.
see it on the right in Discord?
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
So-
It's not mirrored in Discord. It's mirrored,
mirrored on
on the
The
stream.
stream itself.
On
Oh,
the
really?
stream is flipped.
Yeah. Discord is
Yeah.
always right, but when it goes to the actual stream, it's opposite.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
So
But it's
that's
only-
off.
It's only Meeple Grande that's flipped. Nobody else is.
Really? I guess I'm not
Yeah.
watching the stream at this point.
Well, it is picking up basically what I'm capturing the window here, so it's going to come up
Oh,
whatever
okay, yeah.
it's
'Cause
capturing.
it's capturing what he's looking at. It always flips your own video so
Yeah.
that it's
Mhm.
mirrored.
Yep.
Hold up.
That's what
something
it
with
is.
Words.
No, if we know it's
I know.
But we
yeah.
That's
see,
right
it's
for
that.
us.
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
we're
So-
hungry.
Insider stuff for you guys.
If you're capturing your own Discord window,
Misty's
got
gonna
Yeah,
Don't
start.
it'll
in-
flip.
oh,
You'll have to,
That's what happens.
you gotta go in OBS and flip
Streamer
your
life.
yeah, flip
Video.
it over.
But if I flip
So
that,
that
then all of
doesn't
you are going to
confuse
be
Time
backwards.
Yeah.
True.
It's
We should
okay.
just
can
have
flip
nothing
myself.
in the background, and so
I can
you'll
always
never
flip
know.
myself.
It's
fine.
fine. It's
I
fine.
don't know if I'm left or right-handed.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I can flip myself right now.
So, who do we have? To...
Nobody's on.
Nobody's on right now?
No.
Oh,
Alright, look.
Nobody's on.
15 minutes
Okay.
ago.
Wow.
Let's see. Eat Surf is on.
Well,
Policino
enjoy
is
your-
on, Rayla's
Enjoy
on,
your
Jim
meal,
Conti-
Misty.
I'm never
Once you
gonna
get there.
eat. I'm gonna starve to death.
Thank you, Cosmo.
Apparently.
No food for you.
No, I don't get chicken feed. I don't get chicken nuggets. I don't get nothing.
It's only 6:30.
I've been starving all day. I don't eat
There.
when nobody's here. I'm like the dog.
Whoa! Oh god! Oh, that had to happen now, huh?
What's the matter, baby?
That had to happen. That scared the crap out of me.
You scared Daddy because he's not feeding me? Good.
Miko Grande, can you raid Eat to Surf? It's the first time he's streaming board games on this channel.
Yeah.
He usually
Yeah, I
does
told you
D&D.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's doing Cascadia.
Leon.
Is it spelled just the way it sounds?
Yeah, Eat to Surf, no spaces. The 2 is a number.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on his thing and make sure he started and make sure it's
Double check.
actually make sure he's doing what it says on his stream.
You want to be a stream dog?
Yeah, he's playing Cascadia on his
Cool. Okay, so we're gonna go raid someone that we've never raided before.
He's an old surfer and he plays D&D and he talks about a lot of role-playing games and plays like the miniature games for like Star Wars and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So yeah, let's go give Eat to Surf some love. Panic, check your mail soon. There is something coming from us because we wanted to give you something for your Twitchiversary, your affiliated Twitchiversary.
Very kind, thank you.
So we got you something.
Yep. I've kept a secret this long.
Yeah, but I want to make sure you get it, so let us know.
Okay,
should be there
nothing
soon.
yet.
No.
So I'll keep an eye out.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
I did the treats for Doggo.
Well, he's eating my hand currently.
Yep.
There you go. That's a treat.
Have a treat.
All right, guys. So
Big Drew's handed it.
thank you everybody for coming in and playing on our Friday night BGA game night. We appreciate all of you, and we loves all of you. You guys are friends forever, bestest BFFs.
No.
Board gaming friends forever.
Why is Panic looking up skirts?
BFF.
Look up skirts.
All right, guys. So good night, and we will see you on sometime this weekend.
Yep.
Good night.
Bye.
Cool.
Bye.